Hello everyone, in this video we will start exercise 7.1 chapter 7, that is coordinate geometry, NCERT mathematics class 10, and the basic of this chapter we have already discussed in the last video, so I will give the link of that video in the description of this video so you can watch from that link. So let's start. Question number 1 is find the distance between the following pair of points, and we have given point as 2 3 and 4 1. So in the solution we can write given points are A 2 3 and B 4 1. The notation we can give from our side, so you can put it here P, Q, L, M, whatever you want. So I give the notation as A 2 3 and B 4 1. So now the distance AB will be equals to under the root of, by using distance formula, that is x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. For an ease, you can write it here as x1 and this is y1, or this is x2 or this is y2. You can write it here, no problem at all. So here x2 we have 4, so 4 minus x1, that is 2, so 4 minus 2 whole square plus y2, that is 1 minus y1 is 3, so 1 minus 3 whole square. So this can be written as 4 minus 2 becomes 2 square plus 1 minus 3 becomes minus 2 whole square. So this become 2 square becomes 4 plus minus 2 square becomes 4. Why 2 square is 4 and minus 2 square is 4? You all know minus 2 square means minus 2 multiplied minus 2, and minus minus become plus after multiplying, and 2 to become 4. So this will be also same, so plus 4. So now 4 plus 4 becomes 8. So now factorize, do the prime factorization of 8, that is 2 into 2 into 2. 8 can be written as 2 into 2 into 2. So from this pair we can write it as 2 will come outside of the square root sign, so 2 root 2. This will become 2 root 2. So the distance AB will be 2 root 2 unit. We can say 2 root 2 unit. This is all about the first part. So pause the video and note it down. So in the next part we have given points as minus 5 7 and minus 1 3. So we can say we have given points as are, we can say P minus 5 7 and Q as minus 1 3. So now the distance PQ would be x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square. So you know x2 is this one, so minus 1 is x2, and minus x1 is minus of 5, so minus of 5 and whole square, do the whole square, plus y2, that is 3, so y2 is 3, minus y1, that is 7, so 7 square. So open the bracket, so this will become minus 1, minus become plus, so plus 5 whole square, plus 3 minus 7 become minus 4 whole square. So next one, 5 minus 1 become 4 whole square, and this is minus 4 whole square. So now 4 square becomes 16, and plus minus 4 square become 16, so 16 plus 16 become 32. So now do the prime factorization of this 32. So this become 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. So 2 to the 4, 4 to the 8, 8 to the 16, 2 to the 32. So after doing pairing we can say 2 will come outside, and from this pair 2 will come outside, so we will have 2 into 2 into root 2. So this will become 4 root 2 units. So this is the distance between P and Q points. So we can say distance PQ is 4 root 2 units. So pause the video and note it down. So in the next part we have given points as AB and minus A minus B. So we can say we have given points A is AB and B as minus A minus B. So now distance AB, we can say distance AB would be equals to x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So this become x2 we have as minus A, so this will become minus A, minus of x1, that is A, so minus A whole square, plus similarly y2, that is minus B, and minus of y1, that is B. So minus A become minus A become minus of 2A whole square, plus minus B become minus become plus, sign remains same, so minus 2B whole square, and put the square root sign. So this become minus 2 square becomes plus 4, and A square becomes A square. So minus square of each term, do the square of each term. Minus 1 square means plus 1, 2 square become 4, and A square becomes A square. Similarly minus 1 square becomes plus 1 and 2 square become 4 and b square becomes b square. So this is 4a square plus 4b square. So now take 4 as common from these two terms. This becomes 4 into a square plus b square and under the root. So the square root of 4 becomes 2. So we can write it as 2 into under the root a square plus b square units. So this is the distance between 2 points AB and minus AB, minus A minus B. So pause the video and note it down. In the next problem, that is question number 2, find the distance between the points 0, 0 and 36, 15. So can you find the distance between the two towns A and B discussed below as following? We are given two towns. A town B is located. We are given a town B which is located 36 km east and 15 km north of the town A. So let's start. We have given points as initially we have given points as 0, 0 and 36, 15. So we have given points 2B. Let us assume that 2B as A 0, 0 and B as, so we can say P. Let us P and Q, assume P and Q as we are given as town A and B, so notation will be changed. So P 0, 0 and we can say Q as 36, 15. So now distance PQ will be under the root x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So x2 we have as 36, so 36 minus x1 is 0, so this becomes 36 minus 0 square plus y2, that is 15 minus 0 square. So this becomes 36 square plus 15 square. So now 36 square means 1296. I already learned all the squares from 1 to 100 and you must learn from squares from 1 to 100. So 36 square is 1296 plus 15 square becomes 225. So 1296 plus 225 becomes, you can see 651, this will be 2 and this will be 1521. So this is 1521. So now we have to do the prime factorization of 1521. So now the prime factors of 1521 are 3, 3, 13 and 13. So we can write 1521 as 3 into 3 into 13 into 13. So from first pair 3, 3 we can take 3 out from the square root sign. Similarly from the second pair of 13, 13 we can take 13 out from square root sign. So this becomes 3 into 13. We have 39 units. So this is the distance between PQ. So in the next part we are to find the, can you find the distance between two towns A and B discussed below as following. So a town B is located 36 km east and 15 km north of the town A. So yes, we can find the distance between two towns as below. You can see, so locate town A at origin position, that is the coordinates of town A is 0, 0. So now for town B we will have to move toward 36 km in the east. So move 36 km toward east and now 15 km toward north. So this is point B whose coordinates are 36 and 15. So now the coordinates of B are 36 and 15 and the coordinates of A are 0, 0. So we can find the distance between two towns A and B, that is already we have found, that is 39 km. So thus we can say if in figure two towns are situated as at A 0, 0 and B 36, 15. So the distance between two towns A, B is 39 km. This is all about the question number 2. The next problem, that is question number 3. Determine if the points 1, 5, 2, 3 and minus 2, minus 11 are collinear. So we are to check whether the point 1, 5, 2, 3, minus 2, minus 11 are lying on a single line or not. Means they are collinear or not. So let's start. We have given point. We have given points to be A 1, 5, B 2, 3 and C as minus 2, minus 11. Now the distance between, now distance AB we can say, now distance AB will be, by using distance formula, this will be x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square. So x2, you can see x2 is 2, so 2 minus x1, that is 1, 2 minus 1 whole square plus y2 that is 3, 3 minus 5 whole square. So this become 2 minus 1 becomes 1, 1 square becomes, so right first 1 square, 3 minus 5 become minus 2, so minus 2 square. So we can minus 1 square means 1 plus and minus 2 square means 4. So we already discussed minus 2 square means minus 2 into minus 2, minus 1 become plus and 2 becomes 4. So 1 plus 4 and this becomes root 5. So AB we have as root 5. So now we are to find BC. So BC will be x2 minus x1. Again we can say, or we can say x3 minus x2 square plus y3 minus y2 square. We can write it as, so x3 minus x2, we have x3 as minus 2, so minus 2 minus x2 that is minus 2, so it become minus 2 square plus y3 that is minus 11 and minus y2 is that is 3, so we can write it as, so minus 2 and minus 2 become minus 4 square plus minus 11 minus 3 becomes minus 14, so minus 14 square. So minus 4 square becomes 16 plus minus 14 square become plus 196. So add these two terms, 16 plus 196 becomes 212. So 212, do the prime factorization of 212. So 212, so 2, 10 and 6 we have 106, 2 212, now 253. So 53 2 106, now 53 is a prime number, so it can't be further factorized. So we can write 212 as 2 into 2 into 53. So 2 can be taken as common, so 2 root 53. So this is the distance BC we have. So now we are to find, this is the rough work, don't do in fear. So now we are to find AC. AC final point minus initial point, that means we can say x3 minus x1 square plus y3 minus y1 square. So this become x3 we have as minus 2 and minus x1 is 1. So minus 2 minus 1 square plus y3 is minus 11 and minus y1 is 5. So minus 5 square. So minus 2 minus 1 become minus 3 whole square plus minus 11 minus 5 become minus 16. So this become minus 16 square. So now minus 3 square becomes plus 9 and minus 16 square becomes plus 256. So this become 265. So this is all about AC. So AC we have root 265 and BC as 2 root 53 and AB as root 5. So these 3 points A, B and C will be collinear if sum of any two side is equals to third side. So here you can see from the solution part, AB is root 5, BC is root 53 and AC is root 265. So sum of any two side is not equal to third side, we can say directly, or we can write as we cannot get a relation that one distance either of AB, BC or CA, so one distance is equal to the sum of other two distances. Hence the points are not collinear. This is all about question number 3, and this part can be written as alternate way. You have, or we can say, if you don't want to do this, so you can do this as AB plus BC is not equals to AC, or you can say AB plus AC is not equals to BC, or you can say BC plus AC is not equals to AB. Hence A, B and C are not collinear. So in the next problem, that is question number 4, check whether 5 minus 2, 6, 4 and 7 minus 2 are the vertices of an isosceles triangle. These points will be the vertices of isosceles triangle if two of its sides will be equal. So let's check whether these are the vertices of an isosceles triangle or not. So we can say we have given points to be A 5 minus 2, B 6 4 and C 7 minus 2. So now by using distance formula, that is under the root x2 minus x1 square, we can say, plus y2 minus y1 square. So here AB equals to under the root x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square. So we have x2 as 6, so 6 minus 5 square plus y2 that is 4 minus y1 that is minus 2, so minus of 2 whole square. So now 6 minus 5 becomes 1 square plus 4 minus 2, so 4 minus 2 becomes 4 plus 2 whole square. So this will become 1 plus 4 plus 2 becomes 6 square 36. So this will be under root 37. So now we can say and BC will be equals to x3 minus x2 square plus we can say y3 minus y2 square. Now x3 will be as 7, so we can say 7 minus 6 square plus y3 means y minus 2 minus of y2 that is 4 square. So this will be 7 minus 6 become 1 square plus minus 2 minus 4 become minus 6 whole square. So this will be 1 plus 36. This become under root 37. So this is a prime number, we can't factorize it, so leave it same as. So next one, and we can say CA or AC. So AC will be x3 minus x1 whole square plus y3 minus y1 whole square. So x3 we have as 7 minus x1 we have as 5, so 7 minus 5 square plus y3 we have as minus 2 and y1 is minus of 2. So this will become 7 minus 5 becomes 2 square plus minus 2 plus 2 whole square. So this will become 4 plus minus 2 plus 2 becomes 0, so 0 square becomes 0. So 4 plus 0 becomes 4 and square root of 4 becomes 2. So you can see here we have AB equals to BC but not equals to AC. This implies triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle, or we can say A, B and C are the vertices of an isosceles triangle. So pause the video and note it down. So in the next problem, that is question number 5, in a classroom 4 friends are seated at the points A, B, C and D as shown in figure, and figure is in your book. So you can see from your book, Champa and Chameli walk into the class and after observing for a minute, Champa asks Chameli, don't you think ABCD is square? चंपा चमेली से कहती है क्या ABCD स्क्वायर नहीं है? देन चमेली डिसएग्रीज. देन क्या होता है, चमेली डिसएग्री हो जाती है. यूजिंग डिस्टेंस फॉर्मूला फाइंड विच ऑफ देम इज करेक्ट. उनमें से कौन करेक्ट है, कौन सही है, चंपा सही है या चमेली सही है. सो वी आर टू फाइंड वेदर चंपा इज करेक्ट and Champa is correct when ABCD is square. So let us check whether ABCD is square or not. So according to the figure, coordinates of points are A 3 4, B 6 7, C 9 4 and D 6 1. You can find these coordinates in your book. So let's start. So we are to prove whether ABCD are the vertices of square. So by using distance formula, that is x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square. So we can say AB will be, now you need not to write again and again, so we are doing directly. So x2 that is 6 and x1 is 3, so 6 minus 3 whole square plus y2 that is 7 minus 4 that is y1 square. So this will become 6 minus 3 becomes 3 square plus 7 minus 4 becomes 3 square. So this will become 9 plus 3 square becomes 9. So this will be 18. So we can factorize 18 as 3 into 3 into 2. So this 3 can be taken out from the square root sign, so this become 3 root 2 unit. We can say 3 root 2 unit. So now BC will be x3 minus x2. So 9 minus 6, this become 9 minus 6 square plus 4 minus 7 square. So 9 minus 6 square becomes 3 square plus 4 minus 7 becomes minus 3 square. So 3 square becomes 9 plus minus 3 becomes minus 3 square becomes 9 also. So 9 plus 9 becomes 18, and now 18 can be written as 3 into 3 into 2. So again we can write it as 3 root 2. Now CD will be x4 minus x3, that is 6 minus 9 whole square plus 1 minus 4 whole square. So this will be 6 minus 9 becomes minus 3 whole square plus 1 minus 4 becomes minus 3 whole square. So this will be 9 plus 9 again, and this will be 18, and 18 can be written as 3 into 3 into 2. So we can write it as 3 under root 2. So we have CD as 3 root 2. So now, and last in the end we have AD, or we can say DA. So this will be 6 minus 3 whole square plus 1 minus 4 whole square. So 6 minus 3 square becomes 3 square plus 1 minus 4 becomes minus 3, so whole square. So 3 square becomes 9 plus minus 3 square becomes 9 again. This will be 18, and 18 can be written as 3 into 3 into 2. So we can write it as 3 into 2, 3 into root 2. So we have all the four sides are equal. AB equals to, here we can say, here AB equals to BC equals to CD equals to DA, or we can say AD is equals to 3 root 2. So now ABCD can be a square or it may be a rhombus. We can't decide on the basis of side, so we must find the diagonals of this quadrilateral. So now we must find diagonals. So we are going to find AC, diagonal AC, and diagonal BD. So AC we have 9 minus 3 square plus 4 minus 4 square. So this will be 9 minus 3 becomes 6 square plus 0 square. This will be 36 plus 0. So this become 36, and square root of 36 becomes 6 unit. So we have AC as 6 unit. So now BD, and we can say other diagonal will be BD, that will be 6 minus 6 whole square plus 1 minus 7 whole square. 6 minus 6 becomes 0, so 0 square plus 1 minus 7 become minus 6 square. So this will be 0 plus 36. So this will be 36, and square root of 36 will be 6. So we have AC, here we can say here AC equals to BD. So here we have, thus we have all sides equal, that is AB equals to BC equals to CD equals to AD, and both diagonals AC and BD are equal. Hence we can say ABCD is a square, and Champa is correct. Champa is correct. So pause the video and note it down. In the next problem, that is question number 6, name the following quadrilaterals formed by the given vertices. So we have given the vertices, and we are to name these quadrilaterals, whether these are squares, whether these are rectangle, whether these are parallelogram, whether these are rhombus. Let the points to be A -1 -2, B 1 0, and C -1 2, and D is -3 0 are the vertices of quadrilateral ABCD. So by using distance formula, we are to find all the four sides and two diagonals of quadrilateral to check which type of quadrilateral is this. So let's start. So therefore by using, we can say therefore by using distance formula, that is, we can say under the root x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square. So we have AB as, so AB will be 1 you can say x2 minus x1 square, so this will be minus of minus 1 square, plus y2 minus y1 square, you can say 0 minus minus of 2 square, so this will be 1 plus 1 square plus 0 plus 2 square, so this will be 1 plus 1 becomes 2, so this will be 2 square plus 2 square, and this will be 4 plus 4, we can write it as 8, and this can be written as 2 into 2 into 2, so we can write it as 2 root 2. So AB we have as 2 root 2 unit. So next BC. Now find the BC. So BC will be C x3 minus x2, that is minus 1 minus of 1 whole square, plus y3 minus y3, that is 2, minus y2, that is 0 square. So this will be minus 1 become minus 2 square, plus 2 minus 0 becomes 2 square. So this will be 4 plus 4, and this will be 8, and under root 8 can be written as 2 into 2 into 2, and so we can write it as 2 root 2 unit. So the BC is also 2 root 2. So now CD, that is x4 minus x3 we have, so minus 3 minus of minus 1 whole square, plus 0 minus 2 square, 0 minus 2 square, so this will be minus 3 plus 1 whole square plus minus 2 whole square. This will be minus 3 plus 1 becomes minus 2 square plus minus 2 whole square. So minus 2 square becomes plus 4, and minus 2 square becomes plus 4. So this will be 8. 8 can be written as 2 root 2 unit. So CD is also 2 root 2 unit. Now AD. AD will be x4 minus x1, that is minus 3 minus of minus 1 whole square plus 1 plus 0 minus of minus 2 whole square. So minus 3 minus minus become plus, so minus 3 plus 1 whole square plus 0 plus 2 whole square. So this will be minus 3 plus 1 become minus 2 square plus 0 plus 2 becomes 2 square. So this will be 4 plus 4, and 4 plus 4 becomes 8, and this can be written as 2 root 2. So AD is also 2. So we have all sides equal, that is AB equals to BC equals to CD equals to AD equals to 2 root 2. So now we need to find its diagonal also, that is AC and BD. So now the diagonal AD, we can say diagonal AC, sorry. So AC will be minus 1 minus of minus 1 whole square plus 2 minus minus 2 whole square. So this will be minus 1 plus 1 whole square plus 2 whole square. So this will be 0, minus 1 plus 1 becomes 0, 0 square becomes 0, and 2 plus 2 becomes 4, 4 square, we can say 4 square we have. So this will be 16, and 16 square root will be 4, square root of 16 becomes 4. So AC we have as 4. Now, and BD we can say next diagonal is BD. So we need to find diagonal BD, and BD will be minus 3 minus of 1 square plus 0 minus 0 square. So this will be minus 3 minus 1 becomes minus 4 square plus 0 minus 0 becomes 0 square. So this will be 16 plus 0, we can say, and this will be 16, and square root of 16 becomes 4. So as we have, as here we have all sides equal, that is AB equals to BC equals to CD equals to DA, that is 2 root 2, and both the diagonal, that is AC equals to BD, that is 4. So we can say we have all sides are equal and both the diagonals are equal, so hence we can say hence ABCD is a square. This is a square. So pause the video and note it down. In the next part, the given points are minus 3, 5, 3, 1 and 0, 3 and minus 1, minus 4. Let the points be A minus 3, 5, B 3, 1, C 0, 1 and D minus 1, minus 4 be the vertices of quadrilateral ABCD. So by using the distance formula, that is x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square under the root, we will use this distance formula to find all the sides and two diagonals and to check whether the given quadrilateral is square, rectangle, parallelogram or rhombus. So let's start. So side side AB will be x2 minus x1 square, that is we have x2 as 3 minus x1, that is minus of 3 square, plus y2 that is 1 and minus y1 that is 5, so 1 minus 5 square. So this will be 3 plus 3 whole square plus 1 minus 4 become, sorry, 1 minus 5 become minus 4 square. So this will be 3 plus 3 becomes 6, 6 square plus minus 4 square. This can be written as 36 plus 16. So this will be 52, we can say square root of 52. 36 plus 16 become 52, and this can be written as 2 into 2 into 13. So this will be 2 under root 13. We have AB as 2 under root 13. So now BC. So x3 minus x2 square, and x3 we have 0. So 0 minus of 3 square, 0 minus 3 square plus 3 minus 1 square, we have y3 minus y2. So this will be 0 minus 3 becomes minus 3 square plus 3 minus 1 becomes 2 square. So this will be minus 3 square become 9 and 2 square becomes 4. So this will be under root 13. So BC is under root 13. So now CD. Find the CD. CD is x4 minus x3. So x4 we have minus 1 and x3 is 0. So minus 1 minus 0 square plus x4 that is minus, sorry, y4 that is minus 4 and y3 is minus 3. So this will be minus 3 square. So minus 1 minus 0 become minus 1 square plus minus 4 minus 3 becomes minus 7 square. So minus 1 square becomes plus 1 and minus 7 square become plus 49. So this will be 50, and this can be written as 2 into 5 into 5. So we can say this will be 5 root 2. So this is 5 root 2. CD we have 5 root 2. Now, or we can say and DA or AD, we can say the fourth side of this quadrilateral will be, so A minus D means x1 minus x4, we can say x1 minus x4 will be minus 3 and minus of minus 1 becomes plus 1 later. So plus y1 that is 5 minus y4, this is also minus of 4. So solve it. 3 minus 3 plus 1 whole square and 5 plus 4 whole square. So now we have minus 3 plus 1 becomes minus 2 whole square plus 5 plus 4 9 whole square. So this will be 4 plus 9 square becomes 81. So this will be 85. So this is root 85. The fourth side is root 85. So now find the two diagonals. So also, or we can say now diagonal AC will be equals to, find the diagonal AC, and AC we have x3 minus x1, that is 0 minus, we can say minus of 3 whole square plus 3 minus 5 square, that is y3 minus y1 whole square, 0 plus 3 square plus 3 minus 5 becomes minus 2 whole square. So this will be 3 square plus minus 2 square. 3 square becomes 9 plus 4, and this will be under root 13. So now last part, diagonal BD. In diagonal BD, x4 minus x2. So we can say x4 we have as minus 1 and minus x2 will be minus 3. So this will be minus 1 minus 3 whole square plus x4 that is, sorry, y4 that is minus 4 and y2 is 1. So this will be minus 1 whole square. So this will be minus 4 square plus minus 5 square we have. So this will be minus 4 square becomes 16 plus minus 5 square becomes 25. So we have 25 plus 16 becomes 41. So we have 41. Now you can see from AB we have under root 2 under root 13, BC as root 13 and CD as 5 root 2 and DA as, you can say, root under root 85 and AC as under root 13 and BD as under root 41. All are different, but you can see AB is 2 root 13 and BC as root 13 and AC as root 13. Sum of two sides is equal to third side. So these 3 points are collinear. Here we can say, here we have, here we have AB equals to AC plus BC. That is, AB is 2 root 13 and AC is root 13 and AC is root 13. So this is 2 root 13. So AC plus BC is equal to AB. So we can say A, B and C are collinear. So quadrilateral is not possible. So that is, we can say that is 2 under root 13 is equals to under root 13 plus under root 13. And this is true. So A, B and C are collinear. All these 3 points A, B and C lies on the same line. So quadrilateral ABCD is not possible. So hence we can say, hence quadrilateral ABCD does not exist. This is all about part number 2. So pause the video and note it down. In the next part, that is part number 3, we have given points as 4, 5, 7, 6, 4, 3 and 1, 2. We are to check whether this quadrilateral forms a square, rectangle, rhombus or parallelogram. So let's start. Let the points to be A 4, 5, B 7, 6, C 4, 3 and D 1, 2 are the vertices of quadrilateral ABCD. So you can denote by any other names, P, Q, R, S, L, M and O, whatever you want. So now by using distance formula, that is x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So now AB, that is x2 minus x1 square. You can see x2 we have 7. So this will be 7 minus x1, that is 4. 7 minus 4 square plus y2, that is 6 minus y1, that is 5 whole square. So this will be 7 minus 4 becomes 3 square plus 6 minus 5 becomes 1 square. So this will be 3 square becomes 9. So 9 plus 1, this will be 10, under root 10. So we have AB as under root 10. So now next side, that is BC. So we can say x3 minus x2 and we have x3 as 4. So 4 minus 7 square plus y3, that is 3 minus y2, that is 6. So 3 minus 6 square. So this will be 4 minus 7 becomes minus 3. So minus 3 square plus 3 minus 6 becomes minus 3 square. So minus 3 square becomes 9 and minus 3 square becomes 9. So 9 plus 9 becomes under root 18 and under root 18 can be written as 3 under root 2. So next side, that is CD. So we have to take the coordinates of third and fourth point, that is D. So we have to take x4 minus x3. So x4 minus x3 we have as x4 is 1 minus x3 is 4. So x1 minus 4 square plus y4, that is 2 minus y3 is 3. So we have 1 minus 4 square, that is minus 3 square plus minus 1 square under the root. So this will become 9 plus 1 and this is under root 10. Now the fourth side, that is DA, we have to find. So x4 minus x1, that is 1 minus 4 whole square plus 2 minus 5 whole square. 2 minus 5 whole square. So this will be 1 minus 4 becomes minus 3. So minus 3 square plus 2 minus 5 becomes minus 3 square. So this will be 9 plus 9 and this will be 18. So 18 can be written as 3 root 2. So 3 under root 2. Why 3 root 2? You can do the prime factorization of 18, that is 2 into 3, 6 into 3, 18. So this become 3 root 2. So now the two diagonals. So we can say now diagonal AC will be, AC means we have to find x3 minus x1, that is 4 minus 4 square plus 3 minus 5 square. 3 minus 5 square. So this will be 0 square plus minus 2 whole square. So this will be 0 plus 4 and this will be 4 under root and this will be 2. So AC is 2 and BD we can say, and diagonal BD will be x4, that is 1 minus x2, that is 7. 1 minus 7 square and y4, that is 2 minus y2, that is 6. 2 minus 6 square. So this will be 1 minus 7 becomes minus 6 square plus minus 4 square. So minus 6 square becomes 36 plus 16 and this will be 52. So prime factor of 52 will be 2 into 2 into 13. So this can be written as 2 under root 13. So you can see here opposite sides are equal and diagonals are unequal. So this is a parallelogram, as here we can say, as here we have opposite side as equal, that is AB is equals to CD and BC is equals to DA. You can see AB is root 10 and CD is root 10 and BC is 3 root 2 and DA is 3 root 2, and both the diagonals, that is AC and BD, are unequal. First is 2 and second is 2 under root 13. So we have both the sides are equal and diagonals are unequal, that is AC is not equals to BD. This implies, or we can say hence, ABCD is a parallelogram, So pause the video and note it down. In the next problem, that is question number 7, find the point on x-axis which is equidistant from the given points 2, -5 and -2, 9. So we have to find on a point on x-axis which is equidistant from these two given points. So let point P x0, on x-axis y coordinate is 0, so we can say let the required point P x0 be point P x0 on x-axis be equidistant from point, we can say from point A 2, -5 and B -2, 9. So we can say that is AP, or we can say PA is equals to PB. You can show this relation as P, that is x0, and A as 2, -5 and B as -2, 9. So we have given PA is equals to PB. So PA equals to PB, or we can say PA square equals to PB square. So that square root sign of the distance formula will be removed here in the beginning. So we need not to solve it later. So we can say PA square equals to PB square. As PA equals to PB, so PA square equals to PB square. Now, as we have PA square equals to PB square, therefore PA square is x minus 2 square plus 0 minus of 5 square equals to PB square. We have x minus 2 square, x minus -2 square, x minus 2 whole square and plus 0 minus 9 square. So solve it. X minus 2 square can be written as a minus b whole square. So this will be x square plus 4 minus 2ab. So this will be minus 4x plus 0 minus -5 becomes plus 5. 5 square becomes 25 we have, and this will be x plus 2 square and plus 0 minus 9 becomes -9. So minus 9 square becomes 81. So we have x square minus 4x plus 29 equals to x square plus 4 plus 4x plus 81 we have. So x square will be cancelled. So this will be minus 4x, and this 4x will be transposed to the left hand side, becomes minus 4x, and in the right hand side we have 4 plus 81, that is 85 minus 29 we have. So this will become minus 8x, and this will be 15 minus 9 becomes 6, and 7 minus 2 becomes 5. So we have in the right hand side as 56. So x will be 56 upon minus 8. So this will be plus minus becomes minus, and 8 7 is 56. So we have x equals to minus 7. Thus we have x equals to minus 7. So the required point, or we can say thus the required point on x-axis is P minus 7 0. This is all about question number 7. So pause the video and note it down. So in the next problem, that is question number 8, find the value of y for which the distance between the points P 2 minus 3 and Q 10y is 10 units. We have already given the distance between PQ. So we have given, we can say we have given distance between points P 2 minus 3 and Q 10y, that is PQ equals to 10 unit, as 10 units you can say. So that is PQ equals to 10 units. Now by using distance formula we can write PQ as x2 minus x1 square. So that is, we can say x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square equals to 10 units. On squaring, or we can say or directly, so do squaring on both sides. So we will get x2, that is x2 we have as 10. So 10 minus x1, that is 2. So 10 minus 2 whole square plus y2 that is y. So y minus y1, that is minus 3. This is minus 3. So whole square, and this square root sign will be transposed to the right hand side. It becomes 10 square, or we can say do the squaring on both sides. We can say do the squaring on both sides. So square root will be cancelled, and 10 square becomes 100 in the right hand side, and here it will be 10 minus 2 becomes 8 square plus y minus of minus 3 becomes y plus 3. So y plus 3 whole square. Now 8 square becomes 64 plus a plus b whole square becomes y square plus 3 square becomes 9 plus 2ab means 6y equals to 100. So y square, we have y square plus 6y. 64 plus 9 becomes 73. So this will be 73 minus 100 equals to 0. So y square plus 6y minus 27 equals to 0. So now we have a quadratic equation that is in the form of ax square plus by plus c equals to 0. Here b is 6, a is 1, and c is minus 27. So we have to apply the midterm splitting method, or you can say factorization method. So now we have to break b into numbers such that their sum is 6 and their product is minus 27. So we have two such numbers are 9 and minus 3. So 9y minus 3y minus 27 equals to 0. So we can take y as common from these first two terms. So y into y plus 9, and here we can take 3 as common, minus 3 as common. So minus 3 into y plus 9 equals to 0. Here y plus 9 can be taken as common factor from whole equation. So this will be y minus 3 equals to 0. Implies we can say either y plus 9 equals to 0 or y minus 3 equals to 0. So this will be y equals to minus 9, and this will be y equals to 3. So we have required value of y as minus 9 and minus 3. So these are the required value of y. So we are to we need to find the value of y, that is y equals to minus 9 and y plus 3. So thus we can say y equals to minus 9 and 3. So pause the video and note it down. The next problem, that is question number 9. If Q01 is equidistant from point P 5 minus 3 and R x 6, find the values of x. Also find the distances of QR and PR. So we have to also find the distance of QR and PR. Find the distances QR and PR. So in the solution we can say, as Q01 is equidistant from P 5 minus 3 and R x 6, so we can write PQ equals to RQ. As already we have given, Q is equidistant, that is at equal distance from both the points P and R. So we can say QP equals to QR. So PQ equals to QR or RQ, we can say, or proceed as similar to the previous question, that is last question. So we can do squaring in the beginning. So this will be, or we can write it, or PQ square equals to RQ square. So to remove the square root sign, so we can proceed. RQ square means, or we can say, sorry, PQ square means, so we have 5 minus x2 minus x1 square. So 5 minus 0 square, this will be 5 minus 0 square plus minus 3 minus 1 square. So this is PQ square. There is no square root sign as we already done the square. So in the next r cube square, that is x minus 0 square, x minus 0 square plus 6 minus 1 square, 6 minus 1 square. So this is the relation. So solve this. 5 minus 0 become 5, 5 square we can say, plus minus 3 minus 1 become minus 4 square equals to x square plus 5 square. So this will be 25 plus 16 equals to x square plus 25. So here we have plus 25 and plus 25 in the both side of equality sign, so we can cancel directly. So x square, or we can say x square equals to 16, or x will be 16 square root with positive negative sign, so we'll have plus minus 4. So we have x as plus minus 4. So therefore point R, that is required point, so point R is either 4 6, or we can say R is minus 4 6. R can take both values, so minus 4 6 or plus 4 6. So with the point we can say we are to solve the distances also. So with the point R as 4 6, with the 4 6 we are taking first, so we can say R 4 6 हमें मिल चुका है. So with point R 4 6 we need to find first QR distance. So QR will be, this is a QR, so we will be 4 minus 0 square plus 6 minus 1 square. So this will be 4 minus 0 becomes 4 square plus 5 square. So this distance will be 16 plus 25, and this will be root 41. So we have QR as root 41. Now proceed for PR distance, that is PR. So we have PR. So PR will be 4 minus 5 square plus 6 minus 3 square. So this will be 4 minus 5 becomes minus 1 square, 6 plus 3 square we have. So this will be plus 1, 6 plus 3, 9, 9 square becomes 81. So we have 82, under root 82 as PR distance. Now with point R as minus 4 6, we need to find distance QR again. So QR will be minus 4 minus 0 square plus 6 minus 1 square. So this will be minus 4 square plus 5 square. Minus 4 square becomes 16 plus 25, implies under root 41. The distance QR is same, that is root 41. Now PR will be, we have minus 4 minus 5 square and plus 6 minus 3 whole square. So this will be minus 9 square plus 6 plus 3 whole square. 81 plus 6 plus 3, 9, 9 square. This will be also 81. So we can write it as 81 plus 81. We can write it twice. So 2 into 81 we can write it to simplify by ease method. So we can write it 81 plus, we need not to sum of these two terms. Directly write it as 2 into 81 we can write. So square root of 81 becomes 9. So we can write it as 9 root 2. So 9 is prime factor. It can't further factorize. So 81, square root of 81 becomes 9. So 9 root 2 we can write it as. So PR we have as 9 root 2. So this is all about the question number 9. So pause the video and note it down. So in the next problem, that is question number 10, the last question of this exercise, find the relation between x and y such that the point xy is equidistant from the point 3 6 and minus 3 4. So we have to find the relation between x and y such that the point xy is equidistant, means is at equal distance from these two points, that is 3 6 and minus 3 4. So let's start. If pxy is equidistant from the points A 3 6 and B as minus 3 4. So we have already given, then we can say PA equals to PB. P is equidistant from these 2 points, so we can say P equals to PB. So, or we can say do the square in the beginning, so PA square can be written as PB square. So PA square equals to PB square. Or we can say now apply the distance formula. PA square means, you can see from the figure, so this will be x minus 3 square plus y minus 6 square In the right hand side we will have x minus of minus 3 whole square plus y minus 4 square. So this will be x minus 3 square plus y minus 6 square remain same, and this will become x plus 3 square and plus y minus 4 square. Now open the identities. So x minus 3 square means x square plus 9 minus 6x plus y square plus 36 minus 12y. In the right hand side it becomes x square plus 9 plus 6x plus y square plus 16 minus 8y. So you can see there is equality sign, and both sides some terms are alike, so we can cancel these terms directly. X square, whenever transposed to the left hand side, it become cancelled, so it will be cancelled, so we can directly cancel it here. So x square will be cancelled, plus 9 will be cancelled. With the same sign to the opposite side of equality sign, we can cancel directly. So other terms, y square can be cancelled. So now rest of terms we can transpose to the other sides. So we can say we have 6x already, or we can say 6x, and this 6x will be transposed to the right hand side, become plus 6x, and minus 8y we have already. So this minus 12y again transposed to the right hand side and become plus 12y. Here we have already as 16 plus 16, and this 36 becomes minus 36 in the right hand side. So this is all about the rest of terms. 6x plus 6x becomes 12x, minus 12 minus 8 becomes plus 4y, or this will be minus 20 equals to 0. This is the 12x plus 4y minus 20 is the last relation, or we can further take common from this relation, that is 4. So we can take 4 as common, or we can divide this equation by 4. So the remainder equation will be 3x plus y minus 5 equals to 0. This is the required equation. This is the required relation between x and y. So this is all about the exercise 7.1. So watch the video. If you like this video, then you can subscribe my channel and share this video as much as you can. Thanks for watching.